Hello and welcome to Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. So, today on Chef Carter's Cooking Corner, I am making blue oyster mushroom fajitas. So, I bought these beautiful mushrooms from the farmer's market and I'm going to make fajitas because if you look at it, it kind of looks like chicken. So, I'm going to cut them into strips and I'll show you what we do. We're going to mix them with good vegetables. They're going to be so yummy. So this is my peanut oil. It's actually used, but I strained it and I put it in a Smucker's jar that I washed out. And that's what I'm going to use to saute my vegetables in. All right. So I used about not quite 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Well, that's peanut oil. But I got a lot of vegetables here to cook. All right, so I'm going to start with the mushrooms because I do want them to get a nice color on them so they look even more like chicken. All right, so we will get those started first. All right, and you can see that there's still kind of big pieces left in there, but they'll all cook. Now I will tell you the stems were kind of woody. I probably should have cut them up even smaller or left them out and did something else with those. All right, so if you do find that there are some pieces that are a little bigger and you like, just use your spatula to break them up. All right, so the lady from from Muncie Mushrooms said I should start them with a little bit of water. I had rinsed them off so they had kind of soaked up water, but I didn't want them to soak up all my oil, so I kind of moved them to the side. Then I added uh, green peppers, red peppers, and shallots, but you can use onion. All right. So one of my family members who's visiting, they can't eat onions. So we use shallots. They can eat shallots for some reason, you know, but that's okay. So I'm going to saute these up until they get to a certain point, and then I'm going to add my tomatoes and let those cook up. I didn't want my tomatoes to overcook and they cook so much faster. I'm also going to season this. Usually I would use the taco seasoning in the package, but again I have that issue with the onions. So definitely I would use it and I suggest you use it too. But my guest can't eat onions, so I couldn't use the taco seasoning. So I did use a little bit of chili powder and just a touch of salt in case somebody wanted to add like another ingredient, like maybe somebody would want to add the taco seasoning, which has salt. So I kind of under seasoned it so each individual could season it. I also, off camera, I added about a half a clove of minced garlic. All right, so there was my seasoning. All right, so you mix it up until everything is cooked through. And I'm going to tell you, this was so good, y'all. I mean, it really was reminiscent of chicken fajitas. Yep. So there we go. I put it on a serving platter so everyone can get what they want. And so I am going to make a plate. So what I like to do with my tortillas is I like to turn the oven to 350 and then take my tortillas and wrap them in a little foil and put them in the oven. It only takes like 5 to 7 minutes and the tortillas get really steamy in that foil wrapping. All right, and then each person gets their own. All right, and so there I'm making the plate. And so these are not, they could be vegan. All right, but these would be more vegetarian. So we did a little sour cream. You can't see that. I didn't realize the camera wasn't showing the whole plate. But I put a little sour cream, a little guacamole, and a little shredded cheese. All right, so this made a great vegetarian dish. Of course, I did use some of that oil to cook chicken in, so if you do have friends that are true vegetarians, you wouldn't want to use that oil that I used. All right, but you could use fresh oil too. All right, so that's the meal, and it was so delicious. Thank you for stopping by Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. Remember to like, subscribe, share, stick around and watch more videos. And I will see you next time. Take care, y'all.